Hi, I'm Andy and welcome to my channel about crypto. In today's video I want to talk about NFTs and more specifically about creating and selling NFTs. If you're completely new to crypto and NFTs, you may find parts of this video a little bit confusing. I'll put some links at the end of this video and in the description which hopefully will help you with things like gas fees, Metamask and a few other subjects that you may find helpful in, essentially creating and selling your first NFT. So first of all, what can you sell as an NFT? Well, you've probably already heard that people are selling photographs, various graphics, sometimes tweets or videos and music and so on. And that's it. I mean, pretty much anything can be turned into an NFT and sold as one. I will show you in a minute what kind of files are accepted, but you'll find that pretty much anything can be sold as an NFT. So if you any type of artist, regardless of what kind of work you produce, even if your work traditionally isn't digital, as long as you digitize it and create either a video or a photograph of it or some sort of graphic, that can be then sold as an NFT. So first of all, let's look at the platforms you use to sell NFTs. There are a few different ones: OpenSea, Immutable X, Rarible, or LooksRare, which literally just came out a couple of days ago. Out of them, at the moment, OpenSea is by far the most popular one, but you have to be aware that it does have certain issues. It can get a bit slow when there's really high volume of traffic, so there is a possibility that this may change in the future, but at the moment, certainly OpenSea is by far the most popular one. To be able to sell or buy an NFT, you need something called software wallet. And the one that's most commonly used is Metamask. Although OpenSea allows you to use certain other wallets as well, I would recommend using Metamask because it's by far the most popular one. It's accepted by pretty much all Web3 protocols, so you can connect it to any website and it works perfectly fine. I'll put a link to a video which is specifically about Metamask, because what you will need to do is first you will need to buy some cryptocurrency. So in this case it will be Ethereum. You will then need to transfer that from a main exchange to your Metamask, and then you need to connect that Metamask to OpenSea or any other NFT selling platform or NFT trading platform in order to be able to actually sell your NFT. So this is like your master account for everything you will do when it comes to stuff connected to NFTs and crypto. If this doesn't make too much sense at the moment, don't worry, just check out my other videos in the description and it's all described there. Basically watch a video about Metamask and watch a video about gas fees, and this will give you a pretty good picture of what you need to do and how you need to set up stuff to be able to interact with the OpenSea. So if I go to OpenSea website, I already have Metamask set up and I already transferred some ETH to Metamask, so I can interact with it. For the purpose of this video, I'm using new Metamask account and I'm setting up new, completely fresh account on OpenSea. And actually, I'm setting up this account for my brother-in-law who creates some really cool artwork, and essentially I want to help him to get it out there. Okay, so I want to set up a new profile. So just go to this icon here, profile. I have option to connect a few different wallets. I go with Metamask. And now I need to put my password in. And now you can see that my wallet is connected to OpenSea. So it's an unnamed account, completely fresh one. My wallet address is here. It's a public address that I can share with others. It's safe to do so. You can see that actually there is an NFT here. It's a Metablow, which it was a project for like 100,000 free NFTs, and you could basically mint one for yourself, and then you could also mint it for your friends and send them their first NFT. It was designed to essentially make NFTs more popular, so that's why it's here, but otherwise it's a completely fresh account. So as you can see, it's very different to say eBay or many other platforms, so you have to put your name, address and so on. Here all you need to do is essentially just connect your Metamask. That's your portal to the whole NFT world. And then everything else is just, essentially it happens through your wallet, if that makes sense. So if I want to buy an NFT now, I could just simply look for something in a search bar, and then as long as I have enough ETH in my wallet, I can simply buy it. But if I want to sell an NFT, The process is slightly different. So I go here to create, and I get this pop-up where I have to authorize, well, sign my wallet. And here I can create a new item. So as you can see here, there are various file types that you can use: JPEGs, PNGs, GIFs, MP4s, MP3s, and so on. So various images, videos, animations, audio, as I said earlier. And the maximum file size is 100 megabytes. So you have quite a lot of flexibility in terms of what you want to sell. Of course, it will be quite difficult to sell like a really long video on OpenSea, but certainly shorter clips would work perfectly fine. Okay, so I'll now upload an image. Let's go with this one. There you go. So that's the image that will be sold as an NFT. As I said, the artwork is quite cool, quite interesting. You can name it literally whatever you want. I'll just simply give it a name, image 1. You can put external link to this particular NFT or project overall. You can give it a description and so on, or you can just leave it blank or update it later. You could also add various properties and levels and stats. So this is the sort of stuff that's used. So this is the stuff that's used when you have, let's say, a collection of, I don't know, 1,000 or a few thousand images, and they may have different traits, different properties, and some of them will be, of course, more rare than others. So this is where you would put all this information. In this case, well, it's a unique piece. There's only one of those, so I won't be adding any of that here. And none of this is applicable. Supply is 1, blockchain Ethereum, and I just click create. Okay, so now as you can see, I just created first NFT for this account in this collection. I can close it. So the NFT exists and I'm the owner of it. You can see it's owned by me, but it's not available for sale yet. Basically, it just exists on OpenSea. People can see it, but they cannot buy it. They cannot make offers on it. So I then click sell, and here I have an option. It can be either fixed price or an auction. I'll put a fixed price of 0.1 ETH, and duration, I will leave it 6 months. Click on more options. For example, it can be reserved for a specific buyer, but in this case, none of this will apply. Fees, there's a default 2.5% fee that's applicable to essentially every sale on OpenSea. It's the fee OpenSea charges. And I'll complete listing. Okay, and as you can see here, I have to initialize my wallet first. And there is quite an expensive gas fee attached to it. This is something you only need to do once, and you only do it when you're selling. If you're buying NFTs on OpenSea, you don't have to do it. But when you're selling, when you want to sell your first NFT, you have to initialize your wallet. And that's what this gas fee is for. So it can vary a lot. I've seen it as low as around $100 or even slightly below $100. I've seen it as high as above $300 based on conversations with other people. The fee itself should be in theory fixed. The problem is that as Ethereum network gets busier, the fees go up. Basically, it's more expensive to use the network. If the network is quiet, the fee goes down. So the fee in theory is fixed, but it depends on how busy the network is. So you could try to find a moment when the network is relatively quiet, and then this fee would be significantly lower if you're not in a rush to put your NFT for sale. If this doesn't make much sense to you, don't worry about it. Just check out my video about Ethereum gas fees. I'll put it at the end of this video and in the description, and it's all described there in much more detail. And this is something you only need to do once. You only do it for your first sale. Once you do it, listing every future NFT on OpenSea, it's something like maybe $20 or $30. So it's relatively affordable. It's just the first one that unfortunately comes with this higher price. So I'll click confirm, and I have to wait a little bit for the transaction to be processed. I can click it here, view on Etherscan, to actually see how the transaction is going, but I can just wait patiently for it to happen. Okay, as you can see now, the wallet is now initialized. So now I have to approve this item for sale. So I go to my Metamask and I sign it. And that's it. The item is now listed for sale. So I can now view it on OpenSea. And there you go, it's listed for 0.1 ETH. And this particular listing is for 6 months. Of course, you can sell it for much shorter periods of time. It can be as short as 1 day. But in this case, it's a completely new account, so it makes sense to put them up for sale for quite a while. That's basically it. That's the whole process. If you then have more NFTs you would like to sell, you would just repeat that process. You go create, repeat it all, and then when an NFT is sold, 2.5% of the sale price goes to OpenSea. Of course, if you're thinking seriously about selling your NFTs on OpenSea, you probably want to go to your profile and to the settings and tweak your profile, give your profile a sensible name, maybe your artist name or something that's correlated to your website or something, and of course put some information and so on, so it looks as professional, as interesting as possible. But this is similar to essentially any other platform. The purpose of this video is purely to show you the sort of blockchain side of it, the bit that most people may find a bit tricky. So that's it. It's not a particularly difficult process. Well, if you're familiar with cryptocurrencies in general and with using Metamask, you'll probably find this extremely straightforward. If you're completely new to crypto and NFTs, it may be a little bit tricky, but like I said, just check out my other videos. I'm sure it'll make a lot of sense. If you have any questions or something doesn't fully make sense, please put them in the comment section. I'll try to help you. And otherwise, if you liked the video, if you found it helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.